it's Pank very much, Paris, France. I hope you're well, and today I want to talk about something that we can take care in our session in hypnosis and NLP and so on about to be, to have, to do. It's very interesting to take care about these different concepts because a lot of our partner come in our session just to work about to have or to do. They can say, okay, I am like this or like that, I am afraid, I am single, I am bad in this situation and so on. And in fact, they talk a lot about their behaviors and not about what they are. But there is a lot of confusion between to be, to have, to do. And in our modern society, modern way of thinking, we know that the marketing used to make us more aware about to have something. If you haven't something or an object or material, even a human wife or husband or kid, you can feel you are not good, you are not in the good place, you are not able to something. And it's helpful to think about that because we are not our behavior. Okay, that behavior can give some aspect of our life, but we lot of time don't know who we are and we don't take care about that. A lot of people never work on themselves and ask to them, okay, what I am, how can I understand what I am in my daily life, and not what my parents give to me, what the community gives to me, what my education gives to me, but what I am without all this filter of life, without all this education, the way that the world wants, who I become, I need to become for the world. And we know in therapy we can work with that, but a lot of time hypnosis and a lot of brief therapy are not on this idea and say, okay, we just work on behavior and we need to help you to change some very factual things in your life. But it's very rare to work on the being. We know that the Diels pyramid talk about the being, and at the top, or spirituality in the same way. And I think I worked a lot with different style. I went in some psychotherapy, gestalt therapy, psychoanalysts, psychology, and hypnosis, NLP, transactional analysis, and so on. And a lot of therapists don't work on to be. It's a lot, okay, we need to understand how you will use your way of thinking, your way of being, but not work about what you are. And we know that from Platon. It's perhaps the harder question in our life, what I am and what I need to do in this world. But if we just take time to help people to stop the confusion between you are and you have, you do and you are, it can make very interesting area in their mind and say, okay, when these people will say me, you are not good to that, it's not me, it's what I did is not good for him. If you explain to people that we must understand that we are not always who we are, but just a projection of ourselves, just a false self, just an idea about what we think we are to give to the other people, and this idea can be judged by people. This idea can be loved by people or disliked by people. But a lot of time it's not who we are, and more that we don't know who we are. A lot of people don't know, and the most beautiful emotion that we can live, I think, it's to be loved for who we are and not who we project to the world. But it's very hard because a lot of time we don't know who we are, and people just love what we project to them, the idea that we give to them. So it's interesting to help them to say, okay, you are not what you have. Okay, you have a big house. Okay, you have money. Okay, you have wife. Okay, you have dogs, children. It's cool, but you are not that. You have this. You create this. You work for this. You change sometime who you are to earn that money, that lifestyle, and that's great. But it's not who you are. And even when some people say, okay, I'm mother, or I'm father, I'm brother, I'm sister, and so on, it's not reality. We are not this label. We do some father things or mother things or brother things, but we are not. It's not what we. It's really define what we are, and we make a lot of confusion with that, and we create a lot of frustration, bad emotion, bad feeling, because we just stay a lot of time to think, I am that. No, you do that, you are that, but you are not that. Just take time to understand what you are. It could be very long. It can take all our life, and at the end, I think we can say, okay, perhaps I was wrong, but it's a big work, a big thinking, a big way. It's so interesting, and we need to take time in our session to say, okay, that's what you have, who makes you unhappy or bad, what you did, but what you did is not always representative about what you are. Sometimes you did something and your mind said, but what I'm doing right now, it's not me. I don't want to do that. But some people or my community or my friends or a lot of things put me in this way, and I'm go there and I'm driving this way, but I don't want to be there. I want to be at my home. I want to be with my friends and so on. And a lot of things in our life, a lot of what we do or what we make are not very close about what we are. And a lot of people say, well, okay, we can learn about people, about their acts, and we can know what they are with the act. I'm not really okay with that. We can understand some motivation, but I don't think the action mean the being. It can help to understand, because we, between the two, want to be and to act, we have the motivation. Okay, what is the motivation for that? And to be, the being can motivate some things and some action, but I'm not sure that is the reality. So in our session, and when we can help some people, we can just take time to give them idea or consciousness about to be, to have, to do. And if you reframe that and work a lot of session about this reframing, about what they are, what they do, what they have, you will give them some new perception about their pattern, and more of that, they can change their own pattern, because they will understand that to have is not to be, to do is not to be, and to be is not to have or to do, and that make new way of thinking, new pattern, and it can interrupt some very, very bad habits and so on. If you have some question, just let me know, and like every day, just take what is good for you. Take care. See ya.